Hello, it's 8 o'clock and you're watching Wobby.Club Tv with your hosts,
Marjolein and Nastia.
Kijk waar ik de camera in? Ja, nu wel. Hoi.
Hey.
Hoi is Dutch for hi. Hi. We're live here from Tilburg, that's in the Netherlands. And that's also in Europe and also in, what more?
The world!
The world and
yes.
the universe. So welcome to the first episode of Wobby.Club Tv. Wobby is this and this. It's a risograph printed magazine. And besides that we also do different kind of projects. And one of it would have been Wobby.Club. What was the original title? Wobby.Club?
Clubavond? Club night? Club night, yeah.
And it was supposedly be here in NS16 where we are now. But of course, due to the
Rona, Miss Rona,
just
shit on our plans.
We couldn't do that anymore. So now we're really far away from
yes,
each
we
other.
are.
So this is our option, our alternative. And tonight we're going to present you different kind of clips and videos from artists we work with. And one of the first things is, well, first let me introduce Nastia. This is Nastia Cistakova.
This is me, yes.
She's a world famous illustrator, diva from the Netherlands. And she will be my co-host. Did I mention my name? No, I don't think so.
I can tell you.
I'm Marjolein Schalk. I'm the chief editor of Wobby. And this probably will now be, yes, it's transparent because of the green. We have a green screen
beautiful
behind
green
us. So this is this similar color, so it disappears. But you can see it on our website, www.wobby.club. This is the latest issue. And it's the cover is by Boiling Men from China, and we work with different artists from all over the world. But Nastia is just from the from the Netherlands. Just from the Netherlands.
That's a regular girl.
That's not really good English, but our English is really.
We'll just put subtitles on there and figure them out themselves.
Oh, and that's nice to mention that our we work with our. Every issue of Wobby has a theme, and it's down here. And the theme of the current issue is utter failure. And so we thought we would like to dedicate this theme to this show. So everything you're about to see is perfectly organized. It might appear sometimes that it's a failure, but of course it isn't.
It's not.
And no way. So we hope you'll enjoy it, and there will be different kind of things going on and to see, so you'll never get bored. 1 minute. The first thing we're going to see is a video that Nastia made for us. And can you tell us something about it? Not too much.
Not too much.
I'll take a sip of my coffee.
I forgot my own title of my movie.
We'll see the title in a minute.
No pressure, no reputation, no problems, and it's about just that. That's it. Yeah, we cannot tell too much, so that's.
No, I don't. But the funny part is that there are a lot of artists I know that, like Bobby Oscom, who did all the great visuals for us. You're going to see all night long. Well, not all night long.
All night long
during this episode. And I know he's a skateboarder, but you have a different kind of skill.
Yes.
Well, we're going to see it in a bit, but how long, we're not going to say what it is yet, but how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for 2-3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, no, 2 years, yeah.
You're really talented. I can't do that.
No, it's not talent, it's just dedication and...
Really hard work.
Yeah, really hard work, and not being afraid, or just having no care in the world to actually...
But tonight you lifted, Bobby, I put up a picture of it on the socials.
On the gram, yeah.
You just
put him on my shoulders, yeah, that's true.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a new hernia right now. I acted tough, but
So we're going to see what we are talking about in the video from Nastia.
Is your life an utter failure? Do you wander around looking for the meaning of life? Stop! We have the solution. Order the 21st issue of Wobby and get inspired by artists who also have no clue.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. But you teach.
Yeah, I'm
Pole
also
dancing
a
too.
teacher as well. Yeah, for now I'm not because of Miss Rona.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, but hopefully we can start soon and I can teach again and get some money. Yes.
But how many days a week do you train?
I normally train like 3 to 4 times a
Wow.
week. Yeah, I also go to the gym as well. Yeah, I'm a very busy, like energetic person, so I really need to work out to get it out. Yes, yeah, really stupid, but it's true. Yes, yeah, so that's what I do, and I teach 2 times a week for now, and after that we'll see. Probably, yeah. Mhm.
It's really impressive.
It's really nice to do as well. It's really fun. Mhm.
And a really good video too, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Next up we're going to watch 2 videos. One is by Jeroen de Leijer, who was one of the founders of Wobby. And he did an interview via Zoom because of the current situation, of course, because he couldn't do a live interview here. And he did it with Jono Kamester. He's one of the illustrators from Wobby. And he, Jeroen de Leijer, he made you're going to see it in a bit, he made a book and it's called Ken Jezelf Kit. It's Dutch for Ken Jezelf is something like know yourself. And it's a book for introspective moments. So they had a little introspective moment together, Jono and Jeroen. And after that we're going to see the video that Ian Skirvin, one of the artists we work with, made for us. We're going to see that afterwards. So
nice.
Let's just check this out.
Daily life can be hectic. We are so occupied with our daily routine that there is hardly any time left for undestined moments. These undestined moments are valuable and precious because these are the key moments that reveal our true and inner self. The Kenya Zelf Kit offers you a unique opportunity to regain these undestined moments and enable you to contact your intuition. Let your thoughts wander around freely and associative using this unique deck of 48 cards. The Kenya Zelf Kit comes in a genuine cardboard box with a manual in your own language. The cards are designed by the famous Dutch artist Jeroen the Liar. After long sessions of undestined moments, I drew these unique designs. They represent different undestined moments I have learned to recognize. The designs are accompanied by a manual that also contains various poems. This poetry enables you to take away certain obstructions simply by the resonance of the sounds.
Welcome to the Kenya Zelf meeting. With us is joining us is Jono Kamester. Jono, welcome.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, nice to see you. What we will do, I've made 48 cards.
Cool.
For undestined moments. Do you have undestined moments a lot in your daily practice?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially during lockdown, I think that's increased. The first month, I didn't get a lot done. I was getting used to not having anything to do. I'm just like a furloughed employee here in the UK. Mm-hmm. But yeah, coming to grips with work, it's been good actually. I've been managing to organize and talk to clients a lot more and get involved with a lot more projects, and also push a lot of my own personal projects and collaborations with people who I went to uni with or people I've met through working as a freelance over the past few years. Yeah. No, it was a challenge at the start, but I think I finally managed to kind of find the right balance of going on my daily government-approved walk and
okay.
and working.
Okay, I'll go get the cards and I'll be right back with you.
Cool.
Since you're not able to shuffle yourself, I will shuffle them for you, and if you say stop, then I'll pick a card.
Okay.
And I'll show it to the camera. So if you say stop, then I'll stop shuffling.
Stop. To the other side, I want to go. I've got a good feeling about the other side. Yeah, anyone from there? Yep.
I'll show it to you.
We've got to go in here. You put it a bit closer.
A bit closer? Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Well, I think instantly it reminds me of Devon, which is where I'm from. It's only an hour away from where I live now, but it was a very rural upbringing. Not much to do, bit of a land of the bland, but yeah, it definitely reminds me of my rural upbringing in Devon. And I think especially Devon and Cornwall and the little towns that I went to school and grew up with have all their individual folklores and kind of tales and traditions, which are all very bizarre. And I think that initially sparked my curiosity into science fiction and then the unknown, and developing from that. And also a lot of books and films that I tend to move towards also revolve around folklore. There's an event which is pretty famous from where I went to school in Ottery called tar barrels, where they would line barrels of tar and then set them on fire and then run through a crowded street. And it's a tradition that where no one even knows where it originated, but it's practiced every year. And
sounds spectacular though.
It is. It's quite an event. My mum never actually let me go, but I would sneak off a lot. I hope she doesn't watch this, but I went every year. So when I look at that card, yeah, it just reminds me of all the bizarre aspects of growing up in a quiet county in UK, and especially next to Cornwall as well. It has its own, bizarre traditions. But I kind of, thrive and I'm proud to come from such a weird place. Well, thank you very much again.
Thank you very much for the talk and your time. And I hope to see you live sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
To meet in actual life. That would be
absolutely.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Okay.
thanks a lot. And
No worries.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Is your life an utter failure? Do you wander around looking for the meaning of life? Stop! We have the solution. Order the 21st issue of Wobby and get inspired by artists who also have no clue.
Wow.
Mooi.
I'm really hungry now.
Yes, I'm
You
very
too?
hungry. Yes, I've been eating all the
I
time.
think Ian made these too.
Oh, nice.
You want one?
Yeah, I want more. Yes.
And the talk with Jono was about folklore.
Oh, wacht. Ja. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Ja.
I'll wait until you finished
I'm hungry.
your sweets.
Mm.
Yeah, you didn't get anything to eat.
Mm.
That's right.
Mm.
But you're originally not from the Netherlands. You were born in Russia.
Yeah.
And what age did you come to the Netherlands?
When I was 5.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years old, and then I moved to The Hague.
The Hague.
Yeah, so I always say I was born in Russia and getogen in Den Haag. Yes, raised in, yeah, but it's different like that, so a bit of both. Yeah.
And do you remember something like typical folklore things from Russia?
Yeah, you have like all these, you have like little boxes which have like tales on it, but one of the things that's mostly to me is it's not really folklore, it's about superstition, which I think is very interesting, which was always something that I could not find much here in the Netherlands in a way that is like in Russia.
It's not a big thing. Not a big thing here. No.
Yeah, simple things like don't point to your body in a negative way. So sometimes people say like, "Oh, I got a cut here." You normally don't do it. Sorry, mom. She's very upset with me right now because it's bad. It's just bad. No, that's basically the thing. Every time there's no actual reason for anything you do. It's just bad.
But what could happen that you would
probably you just like curse your arm. You know, it's like for example, if you want to shake your hands right now during Corona time, you feel like, no, it's bad, but I'm going to do it. It's a bit the same feeling. I know I should not do it, but I'm doing it. You know, so that is really the tension.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really how it is. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it makes sense because Rona, but to Russians it's pretty much the same. Yeah.
I'm originally from Bergen op Zoom. That's in the west part of the Netherlands, and in Brabant, where we live, Tilburg is also in Brabant. Carnival is a big thing. So people dress up, and here in Tilburg they like to dress up like something you can recognize.
Yes.
But where I'm from, the Bergen op Zoom, that's typical folklore for me. People don't dress up; they put dress with. Different kind of second-hand clothes, an old jacket from their grandma or something, and an old hat. And what's really funny is that they put a curtain over their head somewhere.
So they pretty much just dress up in second-hand clothing and then they put a curtain over them?
Yeah, but
they're like ghosts with second-hand clothing?
Yeah, something like that. But not only that, they don't necessarily put it over their head, I think.
But there has to be a curtain somewhere, so you have to just wear like trash and then you just put over some other trash to cover your trash.
But that's not the only thing.
No.
They also...
What do they do?
Have I don't know the English word. What is prei in het Engels?
Leek.
A leek in the head, or boerenkool. That's also typical Dutch. Vegetables. Any vegetable.
One hand, one vegetable. Yes. But
so
also, if it's a tomato, it's alright.
No,
That doesn't work.
It
has to be like it's to be out there. It has to be shown.
Exactly.
Alright.
So that's the folklore of Bergen op Zoom.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do you make soup after it, or is it just like beating up people? Or just,
no, they're really friendly.
No, friendly. No, just like smelling. Yeah. Alright. Cool. I love that.
Okay. So Jono, who was talking to Jeroen, he's really into science fiction movies and he's really inspired by that. Do you have like a sort of genre you really like or dislike in movies?
No, it's not, no.
Or anything, what would you watch if you watch Netflix or TV?
I lost Netflix in the divorce, so I don't know. I don't watch Netflix anymore. No, what do I watch? I mostly just want to watch, it depends. I really like trash TV.
Trash?
Yeah, I would love to watch Peter R. de Vries solving crimes.
But also like Temptation Island and those
No. That's it's not natural. It doesn't have like the knullige magic to it. No, it doesn't have that. No.
Okay. If I watch, so it has to be a bit shabby and a bit.
I like a shabby. Yeah, it makes me feel good about myself. I need it.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, ik vertrek, which is also very good for me.
Oh, that's please explain to the people who don't live in the Netherlands.
Okay, so if you live in the Netherlands and you have too much money and you're bored of your own little town, like Alphen aan de Rijn, you decide to to do something with your life. You decide to go to Frankrijk, or to France, and actually buy like a very ugly, bouwval. English?
Bouwval, an old
House that needs a lot of
farm or something.
a farm, and then you decide to make a B&B.
Yeah.
And you don't speak French, you don't have money, you don't like plumbing, you don't want to do anything. Well, yeah. And that's basically it. There's a show about that.
Yeah, that's the
yeah, that's
the unique.
Yeah, that's my genre.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Right.
Okay, but we're going to watch something different, also about movies. And Boris de Leijer is going to tell us something, give us some insight in his favorite worst movie.
Yes, good.
And after that, we're going to watch a video. Victor Krebsley, a young artist from Utrecht, where you live too, and he made a special video for us, and it's something to do with chupa chupa.
The word.
You're late.
I'm sorry we had a small mishap.
Here are the keys. Here are ours.
Have a nice stay in Tilburg.
And you in our city.
Still telling the same story, Josh?
Troll 2 is one of the most infamous films ever created. In Troll 2, a family goes on vacation to the town of Tilburg, where vegetarian goblins disguised as people mutate their victims into plants so they can eat them. The writer, Rosella Drulli, originally wrote the script when she noticed several of her friends became vegetarian. Her husband, visionary director Claudio Fagazzo, directed the film in 1990. I am going to be analyzing one particular scene which scholars will discuss for years to come, the drugstore scene. So, as Drew the tourist walks up to the counter, we can see how worn out he's looking. Drew is sort of a placeholder for the audience. His emotions are similar to the way we might feel while watching Troll 2.
Can I help you?
As you can see here, if you look very closely, because it's very difficult to spot, there's something a tad off about the drugstore owner.
Coffee.
There's no coffee here in Tilburg. It's the devil's drink.
Eggs.
The town of Tilburg does not drink or sell coffee. Perhaps this would explain why the drugstore owner looks so healthy. I just have to mention real quick, the drugstore owner, played by Don Packard, was high on marijuana while filming his scenes, as a way of coping with his mental instability.
Bacon. Are you crazy, boy? We're vegetarians here in Tilburg. Didn't you know that?
The fact the residents of Tilburg are vegetarians is shown by the fruit and vegetables in the background, and whatever the fuck that green fluid is.
Here's some Tilburg milk. Special milk, high in vitamin content. Here is free.
Free?
Of course it's free. We love tourists here in Tilburg. Try some, boy. And have some of your friends drink some also.
You might be thinking, okay, they're not some meat, eggs or even coffee because they're vegetarians. So why the hell would this guy give milk out for free? The thing is that milk is actually poisonous and turns people into plants.
Thank you.
Do you feel all right?
Yeah.
So that was my analysis of my favorite scene from Troll 2. In 2009, a documentary was made about the film, and at one point Don Packer describes his experience on set. He actually explains how during a screening of Troll 2, years after it was released, he was in the audience during a Q&A and didn't even go upstage until he was asked to. Anyway, Troll 2 is a life-changing experience, right up there with The Room and Birdemic. The documentary about it, Best Worst Movie, is worth a viewing as well. Thanks for watching.
Is your life an utter failure? Do you wander around looking for the meaning of life? Stop! We have the solution. Order the 21st issue of Wobby and get inspired by artists who also have no clue.
This? I can do that. Where did that come from? I'm jealous. I wish I had something in my mouth. I know this sweet guy called Chupa Chupa. Maybe he can help us out.
Hello guys, how can I be of your assistance?
We are super thirsty. We would love you to get us something to put in our precious mouths. And if you can get something for us, in exchange we can deliver you some slimy slime.
Sounds exotic. I love the slime.
Haha, Chupa Chupa kinda looks like a bowling ball. Maybe we can use him as a bowling ball.
Wait. Did one of you just compare me to a bowling ball?
We were just kidding, you know?
Don't you realize you can hurt my feelings?
It was just a freaking joke, man. Don't be so cocky.
People always make fun of me, of the way I look. Just accept me for who I am.
We were just fooling around, okay? What the hell? As if you really look like an actual bowling ball.
You can say that, but all jokes have an underlying truth. They have something animalistic about them. It's not okay.
Dude, we just asked you for a little favor. Can you help us out, yes or no?
Alright, babe. At your service. Through my intergalactic space portal, I will transport you some crazy jelly eggs.
Crazy jelly eggs sounds awesome. I wonder what's so crazy about them.
Activating crazy jelly eggs. That's what you get from calling me a bowling ball.
Wow. Yeah, they landed here, all these flies. And
Yes.
one is really a big
One
one.
is my son.
Maybe you can have another
Okay.
candy.
Mm-hmm.
What I was wondering, you Are you also a vegetarian?
No. Eating all these gummies, no.
No, but that's not. Vegetarian is not the same as vegan. But
Ja,
okay.
maakt niet uit.
Maakt
No,
niet uit.
not.
That's Dutch for never mind.
I don't know. Yes.
But we saw something about candy and flies. But another thing I'm interested in is working as an illustrator.
Yes.
And your work was published in Wobby 7. And we saw the cover earlier, maybe on the background. I haven't mentioned it, but we publish Wobby 4 times a year, and the next, not the current issue is the 21st issue, but I published your work in issue 7, and this was your cover. And
yes, sex is something silly.
Yes, sex is
great.
Sex is really a nice.
It's really
theme.
fun.
So you knew what to do with it?
Yeah, I knew what to do, exactly what to do.
But you weren't even, you were just graduated.
I think.
Yeah, the same
Yeah,
period.
probably the same week or something.
Something. So maybe this was your first publication, maybe?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And what kind of work do you do as an illustrator?
Yeah, I mostly work for magazines and newspapers. That's then I do just editorial things, and I initiate my own projects, and I got 2 grants for that. One was with the Fiep Westendorp, which is also known for Pluk van de Plettervet and Jippe Janneke, of course, for other people who don't know her. That's what she does. So I got a grant to make a video game, whatever, just to make some interactive art to do with my illustrations, and that worked out. So and I decided, I want to do some more with that. So I asked for another grant, and I got that with the Creatieve Industrie Stimuleringsfonds, and that also gave me a part to initiate my own project. So I'm going to make some publications about unfortunate events.
Unfortunate
events? So
such as
things you did that was awkward when you were like in groep 7 in the 7th grade, or that's,
so
that's not the same thing when you were like awkward in your pre-teens areas and then you did some awkward things, and these things happen to you when you lay in your bed and like, that's probably gonna be the whole book about it. And I'm also making a video game about a potato with a quarter-life crisis. And
with a what crisis?
A quarter-life crisis. So I'm 25, I don't know what to do with myself, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask the internet, and then pretty much that is what it's gonna be about.
So you're sort of,
basically,
sort of professor in failure.
Yes,
a lot of your work is about it.
Yeah, it's about pretty much imperfections and really having the fun with that. I just, if you like find like images on the internet, like what happened here? That's puts a fire in me, wakes up a fire in me. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I love,
And we publish a lot of artists from all over the world. So we're Dutch, but we publish work from people from China, like the cover now, and France and Portugal. So now we're going to watch 2 videos. One is by Chloé Bertrand. She's from France, and she shows us a bit about her work and workspace. And after that, we're going to watch a little animation about, of Rui. I asked him how to. He actually. I asked him in Instagram because I talk to a lot of artists in Instagram,
on the
DMs,
webs,
of course. So I said, how do I pronunciate? I don't even know how to pronunciate, but your name.
It's a fight every day.
And he did a spoken. How do you say that?
He made a voice message.
He made, But I still, sorry, I'm going to screw it up anyway. I think it was something like Rui Moira. It's difficult for me. Yes. And he made a really nice animation for us about procrastination. That's one of my favorite things. I don't know if any of you know exactly what it is. It's like spending a lot of time doing basically nothing but thinking that you're doing something. Well, it's more like postponing what you should have done. And I'm really good at that. And I'm on Instagram and I'm scouting and looking all over the place for new artists. And then after a few hours, I think, did I do something today?
Yes.
And that's something like procrastination. So his animation is a bit about that. But first, Chloe, who is going to show us a bit about her workspace and her work.
Here's my desk. Here's my point of view. Here's Strasbourg in France. Perfect evening. And this movie was, it's actually about a failure. It's L'Eclipse by Antonioni, and it's really a story about two people unable to meet and to communicate on a deeper level. It's also something that I spend a lot of time thinking about, and that shows in my stories and maybe also in my drawings. And also in my participation to Wobby, I guess. Two people unable to kiss. They are maybe too involved in their thoughts to kiss and to meet. It's something I tell with very much detail in my upcoming new book or new edition with that type of drawings. It's always on a cliff, and I always draw in notebooks. I know it's not a good idea, but I do it anyway, because when I start drawing, I never really think that it's going to get somewhere. It's just always a surprise that it ends up being a picture and a drawing. So all these images tell stories. There is a text also that I wrote about also not non-communication, just two people who don't meet, even if they try, or at least one person tries. Some flowers every day.
Als ik zeg, oh, ja, dan kun je ook een beetje even komen. Heel spontaan.
Ja, fashion, catwalk.
Huh? Oh. Okay. Wow. Wow, this has been really interesting. A really interesting TV show. If I would have been at home, I would have watched it. I don't know if anyone else did.
I would have watched it too.
But if you didn't, then you don't know that I'm saying it right now. But if you did,
my brain it boggles every time.
Then you can watch it afterwards on Facebook and on YouTube, and we're going to post it on Instagram afterwards. I would like to thank everyone who was involved. You're going to see the credits in a bit. But the team, the crew of Wobby.Club Tv, was originally Wobby.Club Night, is Nastia and Bobby.
He's my child,
Bobby, come. And Ian and Frans, would you come over here, please, and say hi to the people? To the people of the world, the universe.
People of the world.
So these are all
our most beautiful potatoes from the farm. We collected them ourselves.
So we hopefully are going to see you next time. Probably it will be in July or August when the new issue will be launched, and the theme will be outbreak.
Why?
Surprisingly, I don't know why. Just popped up.
Oh, you're so creative. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. So
they're taking our food. These are greedy potatoes.
So thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again.
Yes.
Thanks for being so patient.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao, bitches.
Thanks for tuning in to Wobby.Club TV. We hope to see you next time. Maybe in July or August or something. Good night.